Listen to that roar. That highway roar. No, 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 Freeway. No. Bad Freeway. See that bayou? There's a path. I want to ride that path. So let me see if I can make it over there some kind of how and ride that path. Man, I despise this road. There's so many bumps. This road is so horrible. Yep, you're kind of way too far in the right lane. Okay. Please let the card machine work. It's like, what's the point of having a card machine if the machine never works? I'm a little too close. I'm about to fall over. Yep, I got too close. Hold on, climb on the other side. Okay, so today is a fill-up day. I'm not on E, but I'm like, let's not wait until we get to E to fill up. So I'm filling up my ride right now. I gotta be careful, I don't want to overdo it and spill everywhere. No, it's gasoline. Are we there? We are there. Ooh, I can smell the gasoline. Okay. $2.65. What a steal. Mind you, I waste about 5 cents of it everywhere else. But yeah, fill up my tank. That's all it took. Blah, 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 blah. You don't even give me the option of a receipt. Balls, son. Anywho, today's topic is highways. Someone asked me in a comment if I could do a video on the highway. And I think it's important to explain to you guys why. Oh, I smell gasoline everywhere. Why I never ride on the highway or the freeway. You might catch me riding on the feeder. This is the feeder. If you don't know what a feeder is, it's the road on the side of the highway. See, I can go now. For some reason I feel like I'm waiting until cars come. Vroom, vroom. But see how the speed limit is 45? That's about as fast as you're gonna get on this side of the road compared to the highway. I never go on the highway because not so much the speed thing, but because my scooter is really small. And if I got into, also I guess it's literal the speed thing. Like my max speed is supposed to be 60. So far, the highest I've seen it go is like 58. Okay, hold on, I'm gonna miss my turn if I keep talking like this. So, wait, we're gonna have a pause time, you guys, because you know I'm a busy gal, got things to do. So, pause. Play. Whoa. As I was saying, I think I need to explain how dangerous it is to ride on the freeway or highway on a small scooter like this. It's both a combination of the speeds and the size. So, like I said, I've seen it go 58 miles an hour. Stay in your lane. Thank you. Which is some decent speeds, but not so much for the highway. Cars are crazy. Traffic is crazy. Look at that. People are always speeding or weaving in and out of lanes. And for something this tiny, it's a recipe for disaster. If you were to get on Freeway with the scooter, I would recommend like a Maxi Scooter. I mentioned that in my last or second before last video. I'll link it up at top. You want to check that out and you haven't seen it. But yeah, Maxi Scooters are touring scooters, and it's those are those big long riding scooters, well not speeders, but the pick up and go scooters. Those are the ones that if you want to ride on the freeway, you ride those on the freeway. Otherwise, something like this, something as small as this, even like a 200i scooter, which doesn't go any more than like 4 or 5 miles faster. So that one you might be able to get it to go 65. I still would recommend getting on the freeway with that. Because yeah, those could keep up with speeds a little bit better, but not much better. And if you were to get on a freeway with those, stay to the far right lane, which is considered the slowest lane. And it would literally be a quick in and off, get on, get off. Like get on, stay in that, and then the next exit you're getting off, right? Now, I have been on the highway with this scooter, but not because I wanted to, strictly because it was necessary for me to do so. Ooh, that color is pretty on that car. But yeah, what it was is that I picked this scooter up, I drove there. Well, I had my sister driving there because I needed to pick up the scooter, so she drove me there and she drove the car back. But we drove there, I got on the scooter, and I had to drive it back from the, yeah, this is my turn. I had to drive it back from the dealership home. And only way to do that initially was the freeway. There was no feeder that I could take that would take me home. I had to ride on a freeway. Now, luckily, it was during rush hour traffic. And you know, rush hour traffic, which is strange for them to call it rush hour traffic when no one's actually rushing during rush hour traffic. Everyone's mainly just sitting still. What is that? What is that up there? Is that a motorcycle or is that a scooter? It looks kind of small for a motorcycle. Nah, his feet are up. No, wait, what is that? What is that? A motorcycle, okay. But everyone's pretty much kind of bumper to bumper in rush hour traffic. So that is what saved me. Because that actually kind of put me a little nervous because that was my first time on a freeway on a scooter. So I'm like, dang, all these cars. Freeway, tiny little scooter. But everyone was going so slow. It's like, this isn't so bad. And it also helped that my sister drove in front of me. So I was able to like ride her tail. Of course, I didn't ride it right because I didn't want it just in case she had to slam on the brakes. But I stayed behind her, and you know, every time she was like, let's get over. She would signal her lights first. I would check behind me, get over, and then she would get over. And that's how we worked it out. Otherwise, I do not recommend ever. Oh, that's the same guy who's on the motorcycle. What is that? Kawasaki. You got him a little lunch kit saddle bag in the back. I know he can't be too far because he was just driving over here, but I'll give you a view of that. Nice little ride. It's big. But yeah. So yeah, I would never recommend getting on the freeway on a scooter unless you have one of those big roadhouse type scooters. Boom, boom, boom. banks in one day, Shauna? What's going on? Okay. Yeah, so that's how that went down. That's how I got my ride home. I don't have a truck to like put the scooter on the back of, so I had to ride it home. Otherwise, never, ever, ever would I recommend getting on that freeway with this tiny little scooter, or a scooter as tiny as. That's pretty much like, ooh, definitely not with no Chinese scooter. None of those Tao Taos. Don't get on with any of those buddies, genuine buddies. Don't get on with no, not even the, well, no. Here's the thing with the Vespas. Like, they have the Vespa GTS 300, maybe with that. It's tiny, but it's nimble and it's quick. Maybe. You have that little extra oomph to get up and go and get out the way. Today is a errand day for real. I got so many places I gotta be and go. Woo! It's such a beautiful day. Can you come out and play with me? I can't stand this hook on the scooter. I try to hook my like keys onto it and it pops up every 5 minutes. Could you imagine? Do you see that? Nah, I would never ride on a freeway like that. Coca-Cola. Give me that soda. I am not a fan of Coca-Cola at all. Blech. Let me tell you something about this light. I'm going to tell you right here. This light, this area right here. This area right here is the reason why I don't wear headphones while I drive. Because, bit of story time, I guess. Wow, that was a fast light. But anyway, remember this drive area, remember it all. I was listening to headphones while driving. Mind you, I can still hear out the headphones. Someone blew at me or anything like that. I can hear perfectly fine. I can still hear my scooter. I can hear the wind, all of that. But I got too into the song I was listening to. I'm talking, I was jamming. And my eyes were not focusing on that light. And the light was red, but I was on a go. So, yes, I ran that light. That was the first time I have ever run a light. And not only that, a car was coming this direction like that. Only they realized, yo, something's wrong with that. She looked like she is not decreasing speed. You know what? Let's slow down and stop and see what she does. So I'm coming, they stop, and I run the light, and I'm like, oh, that could have been me. Shauna, why weren't you paying attention? No, you almost died. No, I almost died because I was listening to music and got too into it. So from that point on, I decided never to listen to music while I drive. I'm one of those people where I get distracted or really into whatever I'm doing, and that could have been a really, really painful experience that I could have avoided. I did avoid, but could have avoided if I didn't listen to music. So from that point on, no more headphones. So let that be a lesson to you guys. It only takes that one split second, that one moment for everything to change. You see that? Boom. That's the stop area where I had trouble with that stupid light. It couldn't pick up my weight. If you enjoyed this video, comment below and let me know. Hit that like button. And subscribes. Don't you come out here. Good boy. That green is so bright. Shauna and Ramen is out. Don't you do it. Yeah. Deuces. Alright, deuces.